Hello, welcome on Focus. I have Scott Owen here with me. Scott, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So I know it doesn't seem like we're in summer. It's been kind of cold and rainy, but we are getting into summer and the warm weather and the sun and stuff. So tell us the heat strokes. I know we have an aging population in Marshfield, and I know the older population and the younger ones are most susceptible, right?
Correct.
So tell us kind of maybe symptoms of a heat stroke and what you can do to maybe prevent them.
So there's actually 3 different categories and severity of heat-related illnesses. The first one is like heat cramps. So you're out, you're running, you're just doing some light exercise, you're doing some yard work, you start getting cramping in your legs or whatever. You stop what you're doing, you drink some fluids, kind of massage the area, and usually you're pretty good to go. The second one is heat exhaustion. And heat exhaustion, basically your body is sweating profusely. You are overheated, your body temperature is rising. So what you want to do is you stop what you're doing, get to a cooler environment if you can, even get out of the sun and into shade, drink some fluid, cool yourself off, fan yourself, whatever. You can take some cold packs and put them like in your armpits and down in the groin. That will help cool your body. And then the most severe is heat stroke. So heat stroke really is your body's defense mechanism of sweating is not adequate. So you don't sweat anymore. You are all sweated out. Your skin is hot, and you're basically like cooking from the inside out, so to speak. So the heat stroke itself is life-threatening. Left untreated, it can cause death. This is one that you don't want to mess around with. If you have stopped sweating and your temperature is rising, and maybe you're dizzy, or you're starting to see things, or having trouble breathing, or whatever it is, you definitely want to be seen. You want to get out of that hot environment, get into a cooler environment. We don't want to cool too fast because we don't want to go to the opposite extreme. But it's something that if you need the ambulance, you can certainly call 911. Our crews will come. Probably the most common one that we see during the summer months is heat exhaustion. We do have the fair coming up here at the end of August. And if you think about it, you have a lot of people working different food booths, working with animals, and they're on their feet. They're not drinking water or Gatorade or something like they should be. They're not cooling themselves. They just work and work and work and work. Eventually, something's got to give. So it's best work in short periods. Take breaks when you need them. Stay hydrated. If you have fans, use fans to stay cool. And if you ever have an issue, don't hesitate to call. That's why we're there. If you prefer to go and be seen on your own, you can always go to urgent care, your primary care, or even to the emergency room if it's severe.
Right, and I know, you mentioned the fair, and I think even just workers, I know construction is starting to pick up, and, on buildings and road construction and lawnmowers and all that good stuff, they can suffer too. You're working out in the hot sun, you're working, you're kind of you might be overexerting yourself, and I know you had mentioned Gatorade water. It's so important to make sure you don't just pick up like a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi, because that does not help. You need to drink, water, something that's like healthy for you.
Right, and even the firefighters, you'll see at a point in a fire where maybe the firefighters are all standing around drinking water. Well, there's a reason. They're coming out when we're in our fire gear. Imagine putting on your winter jacket and snow pants and boots in the middle of summer, and even just walking around, you're going to get sweated. You're going to start to become dehydrated. So when the firefighters come out of the fire, they open up their gear, they get some water or Gatorade, they start drinking that. That replenishes what's been lost. It cools them down a little bit. They feel better, and then they can go back in, or they'll swap crews here and there. But yeah, it can be to any occupation, really. And it's just something that happens. And if you prepare ahead of time and you stay hydrated, you'll be okay.
Right, whether you have a guy stay hydrated this summer,